All right, guys, welcome back, or welcome to the channel. If this is your first video you've ever seen, we are on to the Abyss set review for the Idol Master Cinderella Girls collaboration set. God dang it! Whatever. For Shadowverse Evolve. And here is our ratings key. As always, if you need this, go ahead and pause here. Other than that, I would like to thank Prescia and the top 8 grand champion, but wasn't actually actually not the champion captain, for joining me here.
I could have beat him. I could have done it. I promise.
I would have believed in you too, but Forte is a really powerful card.
Forte is pretty strong.
Yeah. All right, let's move on here, boys. We got Ranko Kanzaki. This Chuni girl here is a 4-drop 3/3 that evos into a 4/4, evolves for 1. Fanfare, select an enemy follower on the field and deal it 2 damage. Activate 1 play point and 2 lessons to select up to 2 enemy followers on the field and deal them each 2 damage. On evolve, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may put a card from among them into your EX area, put the remaining cards into your cemetery. Activate 1 play point, same thing, 2 lessons, deal 2 damage to 2 followers. All right. Any questions?
Really, you think this is auto S?
It gets played beyond this as well. This is one of the few cards I think does get played.
Abyss. Yeah. Abyss.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, it's like Abyss is like a fraudulent deck anyway, though. Like,
true. That's why we need fraudulent cards like this.
True.
I think this card in this meta too, if you're not necessarily playing into the cool aggro, this is just such a good, like, this is your fake curse crafter into the aggro stuff, right?
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because I'm up for like giving this an S, but like I guess I'm not like there on immediately, because I was thinking like this is kind of a sick like mirror tech card, like because it's cool. It gets you a card, and then you remove some stuff, and you're playing more for like the middle to late game rather than just like whatever, kind of can catch you back up.
Does Cool have any ways to play from the grave consistently though? Like if you end up milling your Rin and your Nows, I just don't feel like it would feel good.
Well, if you mill your Rins, you might have issues with a certain card in your deck. But yeah, I don't know. I think that I don't know. I guess I'm just so low on Abyss in general that like, yeah, I guess this like sort of fixes your issues, but you're still playing Isserfil. It's like, I just don't think that's a real deck. I think it probably still is an S because it's played in Abyss. It's pretty good in Abyss. It quote unquote fixes some of the issues Abyss has. And then it might be like played as like a tech card in Cool. So I kind of like it. Yeah, I'll give it an S. I'm down for that.
I mean, even in Cool, you don't have to evo this. You can just play it for the 4-drop and then use the lesson, right? Just to clear up the board. So you get to clear 3. Yeah, you get to clear 3 things and then have a 3/3 body on the board. It's not the worst in the world when you're playing into like the aggro mirror.
But then also it's like, because I was gonna say like,
I mean, even curving this on 4, it like should clear something in like the aggro matchup. And if they don't answer it, that means next turn you got to be like pay 1, deal 2 damage to 2 things, and then you could do it again because it's not once per turn. So you just kind of blow up all your lessons though. But yeah,
you guys convinced me. I think that the on evolve was just to me. It doesn't really help in Cool. It does obviously help in the future, but if you just instead choose to wipe the board, basically, I think that feels a lot better.
Yeah, the base side is what's like really good, and then like the cherry on top is if you can make use of the Evo side, it's even better.
The base side's okay. The base side's not really good.
I mean, going into this meta, I feel like it's completely like a really respectable card. Like if I saw someone play it, I would not even question it. Yeah. All right.
Okay, I know. Okay. Literally, this card is just worse Amelia, but more text. So I guess we just have to add more text to a bunch of cards.
I guess this is your fake curse crafter here. So
this one also helps to enable like the new generations deck, right? Because you banish stuff from graveyard for new generations, right?
Yeah. All this helps turn on that one rune card too that costs 7. Busted.
True.
All right. I think that. Nothing else to add, so we'll move on to the next card here.
All right, Sajiko Koshimizu, 2 mana, 3/3, so Latham. Your leader is 10 health or less. This follower has Storm and Bane. Fanfare hits yourself for 2. Sanguine Enabler, or like not Sanguine, Wrath Enabler. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly have
I read this card last night and I was really torn on like how good this card actually is. I honestly don't know. Like, is this like super good in like the mirror, like the aggro mirror too, like as like an off traded thing that you might play occasionally just to get the 2-drop 3/3 storm, but then you're also taking 2, which feels really weird. And I guess Bane too is like actually kind of relevant sometimes depending what you're playing into, but this is a card I was kind of torn on. Like I just didn't know how I would want to rate this card. It feels like, I think in a vacuum, I almost feel like this is a really good card. I don't know if that's how it actually plays out when you play this card.
Yeah, to me it feels better like it would just be in normal Abyss. Like being able to do this into like a Dark General, letting you storm for 8 seems really good.
Yeah.
But in Idolmaster, it doesn't. And I think you're right. It's the Bane that you'd really be looking for with that.
Yeah, this probably easily slots into like Aggro Abyss. But Aggro Abyss probably just dies a set because it's like another better, more consistent aggro that pops up and you're starting at 10 health. So.
Yeah.
But that could be like all you need. Like if you are racing in a little bit behind, you being able to do this into the Dark General could net the game too.
And it's also just a Latham. Like maybe that's just fine.
Yeah.
Because we're playing the Pelt Warrior, and he's like over 2 turns does the same thing basically.
Yeah. And in that it also enables your lust stuff. So like Valneric, it actually works really well.
Yeah, I'm still really torn on how I want to rate this. Maybe it is like B is fine. Yeah, I guess I'm cool with doing B. I think
B for blood.
You're right. Wait, really quick. Does this get played? This doesn't get played in the 2-drop blood, right? Later on, I never even looked at those lists.
Because that's more sort of like a control-y type.
Yeah.
Like that's not okay. Like you don't want to be hitting yourself.
I don't think they do any sanguine enablers in that. So
okay, yeah. I just only heard about it. Never really read all the cards yet. So all right, next card here.
All right, Takumi Mukai. It is a 3-drop 3/3 that evolves for 1 into a 4/4. On evolve, select an enemy follower on the field, destroy it, and deal 3 damage to your leader. The very first time I read this, I thought it was destroy a follower and deal 3 damage to your opponent. S tier immediately.
I'll give that an S in passion. Sure.
I'll give that
this is not that card.
Killing off all my Shadowverse cards.
Yep, this is not that card. This is the worst Dragon Warrior of the bunch, outside of maybe the potential miss on the bounce from that one forest card. Nobody plays this, right?
I'm pretty sure no one does.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Good art.
Yeah, I agree on the art.
Shit on the punch out. I don't. Is it an F? It kills something.
Yeah, it kills you. I'm scared.
But it's like turn 4. You're worried about aggro right now. You're killing one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And you took the 3 damage that the thing would have dealt.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, you're right.
Oh man. All right, moving on here. We got a 2-drop 2/2 Chitose Kurosaki. While this follower is on your field during your turn, your leader and each other follower on your field cannot take damage from effects. Activate 1 play point, 1 lesson, select an enemy follower on the field, and deal it 3 damage. This ability can only be activated once per turn.
This is such a sick card. I'm so shocked I've never seen this card played. I guess there's just not a lot of damage from effects in this game compared to digital.
Yeah.
But this is a card that 100% would be played in digital. 1,000,000%. But yeah, I guess there's just not a lot of like, there's not like a Dark Feast bat, or anything. So I guess that makes sense. And I guess that's probably why she's bad. But yeah.
Yeah, this seemed like such a cool kind of card. I would totally like if there was sideboards in this game. I would have this in my sideboard.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Does this allow you to still activate Sanguine, Or does it, since you don't take damage?
You don't take
after
damage,
you
so
play this
Sanguine won't get
card?
activated.
Gotcha.
Actually, yeah, because I don't know. They just kill her first. It's not even that hard. She's only a 2/2. Yeah, it's enough. Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, hear me out. What if you play her and then play Mayo Honda, and so they can't get killed by snipe?
Sounds like an F combo to me.
It's only 4 play points. I don't know what you're
Well,
talking
no.
about.
So here's what I do. I snipe the Chitose and then swing it to the Mia Honda.
Oh, it's each other follower.
Yeah, it's each other.
Oh,
That's why it's not good.
It's only during your own turn anyway, so that you don't.
Oh, it's only during your turn?
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
Oh, holy shit! This is the worst card in the game. Wait, what?
Yeah.
I thought this is like Liza, but like different. No, this
No.
It's meant to be like a recurring and like the effect recurs for Andromeda kind of thing, except it can die.
Humpty back.
All right. Oh, Humpty Bats. I'm in. Let's do it. All right. Moving on here.
All right. Whispering Dreams, 2 mana, quick. Select enemy file on the field that originally cost 3 or less play points and destroy it. Put the top card of your deck into your cemetery. This is the card that I think makes Abyss better, not the 4-drop. The legendary. I think this is one of the best Abyss cards in the game. This is definitely one. I think, well, I guess Rune did, but I think almost every class got some sort of like one card that was like, okay, this is gonna like sort of transcend the set and stuff. I think this is definitely it for Abyss. This is the premier removal for Abyss until the end of time, probably until they make a better one, I guess.
Yeah, until they reprint it and it does cost 4 or less.
4, yeah. But this is definitely the thing, in my opinion, that makes Abyss like maybe less fraudulent. I still think it's a pretty stupid, bad deck, but this makes it less stupid and bad.
Yeah, I agree. This is just like another it's a weird way to describe it this way, but it's kind of like another surefire because a lot of the 3 costs you want to get rid of become 4 health or whatever, and so this like removes it like every 3 cost Evo, which is nice. It's just kind of how I see it. It's just a solid card, and then the cemetery, adding a card to cemetery is just helps with the. I was gonna say spell chain for a second, but necrocharge.
Yeah, nothing else to add to me. +2 necrocharge and killing something. We love it.
All right, moving on.
The next card here is Chio Shirayuki. It is a 3-drop 3/3 fanfare. Deal 2 damage to your leader and draw 2 cards. So, Sanguine Enabler, card advantage. Doesn't seem that bad to me.
Well, my question since the beginning of time was like, why did they never make Blood Pact and then they make Blood Pact on a body? But it's like costs more, so it's like I don't know. I don't even think Blood Pact would be that good in this game, but like especially on a body, I think no, I don't think this card's good. But it's interesting that like they go okay, A-okay for a body, but we can't have it as a spell.
Yeah,
my issue is we haven't seen any like actual Idolmaster Sanguine cards outside of the hurt yourself.
Yeah,
and
the Latham Storm.
Right. So like, is there anything that actually benefits from you taking damage?
This helps you get to lunch faster when you go to.
Helps me lose to Mia Honda faster.
True. All right. This was also another card I read the other night before I went to bed, and I was like, "Oh, this is almost feels like it would be good." And then when you think about it a little bit more, you realize it just is not. That's not it.
Yeah.
I mean, all you have to do is think like, would you play Blood Pact in this game? And it's like probably leaning towards no, maybe in some decks, and it's like. You would never play Blood Pact on a body.
Yeah. I could just see some like aggro Abyss or aggro Sanguine Abyss where, you're running low. This will let you play this, draw 2 cards, and it activates like another thing that needs Sanguine enabled. So like.
You know what also does that? PTP. Oh, I guess 3
Oh,
and 2 are
it's-
completely different, but yeah.
Yeah, but you also draw 3 cards, and it's a board wipe.
How about they just print Blood Pact?
True. Let's print blood pack.
Yeah, I like draw. I don't really like singling here.
Yeah. All right, moving on here. We got Aki Yamato. 7-drop 5/5 evolves into a 6/6. Evo for 1. Fanfare, select an enemy follower on the field and deal it 5 damage. On evolve, select up to 2 enemy followers on the field and deal them each 5 damage. A bigger curse crafter.
Why is she packing so many weapons? What the heck?
Bro, she said, welcome to my lair. It's time.
Yeah. She a gun nut. She's a 100% American, made in America.
That's funny.
Yeah, this is just like so late and doesn't like.
But you res it with Death Breath.
Okay, yeah, you convinced me.
Yeah, that's my issue with like every Abyss like Death Breath deck though, is it's like, yeah, it's so late. All these cards that you just have to, have in your graveyard or whatever, I actually think this card's pretty sick. I think in like a super control deck, I think this card would be really good, but I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just like,
if there was like a control list out there that were literally getting to turn 8 and being like super chill, I totally understand that. But like this is definitely not the meta for this card.
yeah, you can't even get to turn 6 with Abyss.
Yeah.
D for Death's Breath.
I love it. All right.
My life, my sound. Select an enemy file in the field and destroy it. If Sanguine is active for you, deal 2 damage to its leader. That's okay. 3
Yeah,
damage.
execute on 3 and deal 2.
Yeah.
They don't answer your Latham, then you take a damage, you play this, we're all good. Let's go.
But we are actually no. This card sucks because we already have the one that like gets the Valneric back, and we don't play it. I think that's better than this. Because we never need to kill anything anyway.
You're right, because they never get to play it.
Not
remove it from their hand. Yeah, I'm not super high on this card at all.
I mean, it allows you to be aggressive while also removing things because you're still dealing 2 to them, but
if you hit yourself,
yeah, that's fair.
F for fair.
The next card here is Ryo Matsunaga. It's a 3-drop 3/4. It is a ward, and last word, select a Idolmaster spell in your cemetery and add it to your hand. Excuse me. 3/4, so it's gonna survive your surefires and everything. But we have seen some spells or some cards here that would definitely remove it, but honestly, this card, I really like it.
I don't know.
Maybe not in cool.
Just last words are just always worse than fanfare. Like if this had fanfare, it'd be like, all right, but has last words, so you can't even like go, okay, let me let me play this as the start of a combo to get my 0-cost, spell back or something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like, what other spells are we playing before this comes down that we get like the next turn?
The fake snipe.
It is a cool card, so Rin can give it Storm.
Oh, that is true.
I'd play Biohand over this.
Let's go. 1 for Biohand.
We've convinced him.
That's all it took, guys.
For sure, this is getting played over Biohand.
I don't think it's an F.
I don't think it's an F2. I'll give it a D. D for this card can maybe
but
be
like,
D.
what spells are we getting back before this comes down on 3? What spells are we playing that we're getting back before it comes down on 3?
The 2-drop +1/+3 3 health.
Yeah, maybe. Is that cool?
Yes, right. Well, it doesn't.
It doesn't have to be
Air.
cool.
No, I know, but like,
Yeah.
why? Like, would we play? Like, then what deck are we playing?
We're playing the Ryo Matsunaga
deck.
Yeah.
You would be playing cool. You drop a turn 1, you buff it up. heal 3, and then you would play this. It doesn't sound awful, but
maybe it's just being a 3/4 ward that can get flipped off the Cerberus is okay. So maybe it is
yeah.
key. Like maybe it literally just being a 3/4 that's statted, or I mean traded.
Yeah, like
Yeah, maybe that's
oddly enough, it being only 3 attack 2 is kind of relevant, which is like what kind of like I was like, okay, this could probably be D just because it can get Storm.
Does there shade? Does there? Oh, never mind.
All right, moving on. We got the 3-drop 4/3 Mirei Hayasaka. Wait, have we done this one?
Yeah.
Oh, what did we rate it before? I don't remember.
Probably an F-. It's a 4/3.
You might be right. Let me click on it. What deck was this in?
The cute.
Of course, I don't remember. That's
DDF.
DDF. Okay, sounds good to me. Moving on. I lost my track. Here we go. We've got this 2-drop 3/1 Rina Fujimoto. If a fall on your field evolve this turn, this card costs 1 less to play. Fanfare, if Sanguine is active for you, select an enemy fall on the field and deal it 3 damage.
Okay, I mean,
Interesting.
We're not evolving like a ton in Aggro Abyss. It's not something we're doing a ton. And do we need removal? Ooh. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I just the issue that I have with it is it's extra cards that you would be playing, and there has to be cards that you would play instead of this.
Yeah,
I can't imagine like the payoff for this card is just we need Sanguine and we need an Evo to get the -1 health, and we need the Sanguine for like I feel like this card to be absolutely relevant at all. So I'm leaning towards F here.
Yeah, it's just gonna die way too easily, and you're going less on hand size as well because you play your level or your 3 cost, evolve it for 4, and then you would play this after it. You're already, if you're doing well, you're not having a good hand. So
yeah. Next card here. Did we rated this card, right?
We did.
All right, let's just move on. It was in the cute review, I bet, or was it Passion? Oh, okay. All right. Next card here, which is the final card.
Final card. 2 mana, Last Daylight. Select the enemy file on the field to deal it 3 damage. Give +1 attack to each follower on your field that originally cost 1 play point or less. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to guess what deck this card is broken in.
Oh, 2 Abyss, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, but this thing is fucked in bats. Like, this thing is insane. The removal plus the buff, and you're already playing the other bat like buff card from set 2 that gave +1/+1 to every bat. So one of like the main game plans of that deck is like, okay, I'm gonna fill my board with bats. And obviously there's alternate game plans, but that's just something that can happen.
Yeah.
Naturally. Other than that, though, this card is terrible. So I know this card's not playable until set 9. So I don't know how we rate it.
Not even in like combo cool at all?
Yeah, I thought this was maybe playable in combo.
In the combo cool deck? No, I don't.
Isn't there? Okay, I keep saying this. The 1-drop aggro deck, like it's not even played in that. I feel like it could get away in that deck, but maybe.
I guess I don't know what the 1-drop aggro deck is. I thought you were thinking the 1-drop aggro deck is.
No, I saw a list that looked interesting because there's like these cards that just like work off of all these 1-drop stuff. It like literally had like 19 1-drops in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it apparently won some like thing. It wasn't the like the Chiba or whatever event that was going on. It was probably some shop tournament. But I saw that list like briefly and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I saw this card and I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense if this is like their big game plan was like to pop off with like whiteboard and then like go pop off and get everyone +1, deal something and just start swinging in. But
Yeah, I think the thing that we need to consider is like the reason this can pop off in bats is because bats are tokens. You're usually not going too hard on your own hand size to
Yeah.
actually play this card. Whereas if you're playing one drop Idol Master and this card, you're gonna have this be your fourth card. You play 3 1-drops, and now you just have nothing. It's cute, but it works way better in a token based deck.
yeah, for sure. So F for force bats until set 9.
Yeah. FB for force bats.
You're right.
SFB.
All right. Well, that rounds out Abyss here. Here's some of our socials. Make sure to follow them. Thank you, as always, to Prescia and Captain for joining me in these riveting set reviews, I must say.
Riveting.
You guys, any last minute shout outs before we close this video out?
Mio Honda is the most interesting card we've talked about.
We spent 25 minutes on that card.
It actually is. We actually had a really good discussion about it.
Yeah.
Check that out. There's gonna be people that are like, why is he keep mentioning Mio Honda?
Dude,
I said it at least 3 times.
They're gonna see these videos. They're like 20 minutes. They're gonna get to the sword one, and it's gonna be like 59 minutes. What is going on?
Yeah,
it's gonna be the Abyss mainstay. He's never gonna touch another deck. He keeps just hearing it 3 times throughout this video.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. With that being said, guys, if you made this far, like, comment, subscribe. As always, it helps motivate me to keep this going. Other than that, hopefully we'll see you in our last video, which is actually going to be a combination of Haven and neutral, because there's like no neutral cards in this set. We'll see you guys there later, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.